Hello and welcome to the 17th video in this beginner series programming a tile puzzle game on the iPad. So in this video we're going to look at implementing the reset press here. So in this gap here we'll make a call to a reset function to reset the board to its starting position. And that's actually really simple to do. If we go back to the initialization function here, you remember that we loop from 0 up to 23 for each of the 23 tiles on the board, and in their starting position, I'll just put some space in here, in their starting position, their position is at the index basically, that is I, if you remember, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then the next row, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. So we could get the starting position X and Y using get the coordinates from tile column and tile row of I. Well, all we need to do actually to reset the tiles, irrespective of which position they're in, is simply loop through our sprite board and reset the position to this X and Y exactly in the same way that we did inside the initialization. So we'll do that now, and we'll do this we'll create the function just above the init, and I'll scroll a bit so that it's at the top, and we'll call this void and reset game. And the first thing we'll do is create our floats of X and Y because we'll need them. And now we can actually take our loop that we've already prepared further down and paste that in. And what I'll do actually is declare ent I up here because we're going to reuse I in another loop in a minute. So now what we need to do is get the X and Y coordinates for the particular tile that we're looking at. So we'll use exactly the same code that we used in the initialization to get X and Y. And now we can simply say on our sprite board at I, and that tile's dot position equals, and we'll use the CCP and X and Y, simple as that, and that will reset the tile to its original starting position. The other thing, of course, that we need to do is we need to set the board occupants as well. So we need to do another loop, which I'll copy this code and reuse it, and I'll just scroll down a little bit. And in this loop this time, we need, of course, to go to less than 25 because we're resetting all of the board occupants. And board oc, of course, is the most simple of all, because that's simply at I in the start position is equal to I and finished. So what we can do here just for debugging, we can do nslog and into reset, and let's then print the board. And then we'll put nslog after reset and print the board again, so in the console we can see actually what's happened there. And the last thing we need to do is put the call to our reset function where the reset button is pressed here. So just self and reset game and save. And now let's run the application and see how that looks. Okay, so we have our game here, so I shall slide the tiles around a bit and make sure things are a good deal mixed up. And you can see now already on the print board here that the empty is down here, number 24, and various indexes have moved around, so everything's moving okay. And now I'll press reset, and here we are. We can say into reset, the board is in that position, and after reset we're aligned with the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on up to 24, and the tiles have reset themselves on the board. So that's worked. So thanks very much for watching. Comments, questions, criticisms welcome as always on YouTube.